Now I'm calling this a historical VAT problem because at the beginning of 2011, VAT was increased from 17.5% to 20%. And VAT questions were the bread and butter of percentage questions in GCSE maths papers. So 17.5% was a very standard percentage to find. And it was good practice to find 17.5%. But when it increased to 20%, I'm sure lots of GCSE maths teachers went, oh no, we've got to change it to 20%. And that's a much easier percentage to find. So you won't see as many questions referring to VAT on that. So yes, this is a historical problem. In 2003, VAT was 17.5%. A product cost £230 plus VAT. Work out the total price of the product. Now, VAT is value-added tax, so it is a tax that is added to most products that are sold by businesses. So when a price says £230 plus VAT, you've got to add the VAT on top. That's the total price that you're actually going to pay. So we've got to work out what 17.5% of £230 is. Okay? Now, the one way of doing that is to go, well, 17.5% is 0.175, and I'm going to multiply that by the £230. That's using the decimal times the amount. Now, I would assume that the idea of breaking a percentage up into its pieces really stemmed from these types of questions. Because 17.5% can be easily split up into 10%, then 5%, and then 2.5%. Working those out and then adding them together. Okay, so I'm going to go through that method in a moment, but I'm going to do it this way first. So 230 times the 0.175. So 230 times by 0.175. Hopefully I've got enough space. So 5 times 0, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 1 is 11. Bring in a 0, 7 lots of 0, 3 sevens are 21, 2 sevens are 14, plus the 2 is 16. 2 zeros, and we've got 1 times 0, 1 times 3, 1 times 2. And then I've got to add those three results together, so we're going to get 0, 5, 2, 10, 4, and we've got three numbers throughout the decimal point, so 40.25. So this is £40 and 25 pence, and that has to be added on to the £230 because it's £230 plus the VAT. So the total is going to be £270 and 25 pence. Okay, that would be the total that the person would have to pay for the product. So, if we go to this method, then 10% of £230 is £23. So 5% is half of the 10%, so it's half the £23. So half of £23 is going to be £11.50. And then 2.5% is half of the 5%, so 2.5% will be half of the £11.50. So I've got to divide that through by 2. So what's that going to be? That's going to be £5.75? £5.75, I think. Okay, and then I add my three results together. So we're going to get 5. Then 5 plus 7 is 12, bring down the decimal point. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus the 5 is 9, plus the 1 is 10. And then 2 plus 1 is 4. So £40 and 25 pence. And then I've got to add that on to the 230 to make the £270.25. So this kind of method of breaking the percentage down into its pieces, I think, was probably popularised quite a lot through maths teachers because of that VAT at 17.5%. As I said, VAT is now at 20%, so that would make the problem a lot easier, because you're going, well, 20% is 1/5, so I can work out 1/5 of £230 and add that on. Okay, and that's a lot easier to calculate.